What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. We're back with another video. So today I am back again with my brother here, who has very happily, I don't even know about that.
Happily? How about forcefully?
Hey, they don't need to know. This specific video is titled The Mystery of Sergio Razta. For those that do not know, Sergio Razta was a very popular YouTuber back in 2012. He had been making videos before, but he 2012 through 2013, they were his prime years. And I personally watched a lot of his videos and I found him very entertaining. I think I showed you a couple of his videos.
Yeah, it was a wild time.
It was a long time ago.
Like, I feel old.
Yeah, he was very funny. I think his videos were very entertaining, and he was one of the very first Latinos to really pop up and blow up within the YouTube community, and he was very popular until I think it was maybe 2016, 2017, where he just completely disappeared off the face of the earth and hasn't been heard from since. And this video just basically explains everything kind of in detail. I haven't specifically watched it yet. This caught my attention because I've always wondered, yo, what happened to this guy? So this specific channel is called Basement Talks with only 49 subscribers.
Only 49 subscribers. Support to the small YouTube community.
So yeah,
Jeez.
Shout out to Basement Talks. Support to the small YouTube community, the small YouTube channel community. And, you know, I wanted to show love to, well, I guess we show love to this specific video and the channel, and shout out to him for this video. And, you know, without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it.
Many of the things said in this video are either rumors or unconfirmed, so take everything I say with a grain of salt.
You hear that?
Please treat this person as if they've passed away. Please do not try to reach out to family or loved ones, and treat them with respect. Thank you.
Actually, turn it up a little higher. You can put that thing down.
Welcome
to
Basement Talks. This is episode number 1.
It's all the way up.
The mystery
of
Sergio Razta.
Love the editing, by the way.
Nice, yeah, very nice. It really
The years of 2011 to 2013 were an interesting time for comedy on YouTube. I speak for most people when I say that most of the stuff people found funny in this era has aged horribly. But one type of channel that has stood the test of time is social commentary and skit channels. They were more relatable and made light of situations that young people like myself would find ourselves in.
I think I showed
Some people in this category would be Super Ego, Ryan Higa, JK Films, Travi Based, and
I know him. I remember Travi Based.
Sergio Razta.
Un jovencito de Chicago quien a través de sus videos se ha convertido en todo un personaje.
No sabía que de YouTube y de Facebook y todo eso que iba a ser algo grande.
But when a beloved entertainer falls off and mentally declines on camera, then disappears without a trace, what should we believe?
Look at that presentation.
Sergio uploaded his first video in 2011 titled Make It Rain. It immediately went viral on Facebook and YouTube, and people began to tune in.
I really did not think a lot of people were going to comment. I thought, only 5 or 3 people were going to comment and actually care, but you guys care. Oh my God, you're going to make me cry. No, seriously.
Although the format was simple, many people were drawn in by his fun-loving nature and humor. It was obvious he didn't fear being judged, and he enjoyed making people laugh. He was full of life and charisma. He would find a lot of success through these videos.
That was my favorite video on his
channel. That video was fire.
My girls on Facebook.
Annoying girls on Facebook.
And how to win a guy's heart. Sergio was very well known in his hometown of Chicago, Illinois. His fan base primarily consisted of young Mexican and Latino people.
Yeah. Sergio!
Hey, what's up?
He would often be spotted by fans at local malls, grocery stores, and would gladly take photos with them. He was somewhat of a hometown hero and was beloved by many.
Sergio Razta is the best delivery man in the world. Sergio Razta is the best delivery man in the world.
Sergio Razta is the best
delivered
delivery man in the
pizzas.
world.
Yes!
Personally.
Thank you so much.
His most popular video to date is Annoying My Mom Part 2. This video launched
Oh, yeah, I
Sergio
remember
into a
that.
different type of YouTube stardom.
I'm tired of you.
Why are you undressing, cabrón?
I'm tired of what you say. Okay? I'm tired of...
The peak of his success was in 2012, where he was gaining hundreds of thousands of views on a weekly basis. It wasn't until 2015 that Sergio's channel would see a decline in uploads. As a result, his views and subscribers began to go down. He revealed that his inconsistency on YouTube was due to personal roadblocks, as well as having a child at a young age. This would be a challenge for anyone, but in the following years, he would be the subject of much controversy that would hurt his reputation more than anything before. My goal with this section is not to throw dirt on Sergio's name, but I feel in the context of his disappearance, it is important to mention all the facts surrounding his disappearance. Sergio had dishonest business practices, to say the least. No one really understands why he began to hustle people. Maybe he needed the extra money to support his family, or to continue his unhealthy habits, but either way, it is undeniable that he did. The first known scam happened in 2015, when one of Sergio's fans bought some Yeezys off him and never received them. He went on to upload a video to YouTube detailing his experience.
As unbelievable as it sounds, this video is to expose these famous YouTubers that goes by Sergio Razta.
Sergio's scams have been proven time and time again by many.
I don't know. I'm not sure if you've ever heard, but apparently there was a time where Sergio was scamming his fans. The people that bought these items, they would send him money, but he would never ship these items out. And then that's when people started like complaining and filing complaints against this guy. And that's where that whole their reputation and scamming people came about. So people are like, he probably most likely possibly disappeared because he scammed the wrong people. So in Chicago is a very violent city. So he probably scammed. I think maybe he scammed the wrong people and then came looking for him, and they probably did something. This is all speculation. I'm just thinking outside the box here. But yeah.
Sussy
people across the internet. His scams range from posting merchandise and never sending the product to promising money in exchange for bank account information. There's even a Twitter page named Sergio the Scammer dedicated to exposing him. This continued throughout the following years, but in early 2018, they would reach a new height. Sergio would claim that his Facebook and Twitter were hacked, and he would post fake items in order to lure his fans into sending him money. Nobody would receive anything, and once people would call him out and ask for their money back, he would fall back on the guise that it wasn't him, but the hackers. We know this now to be a lie. Personally, I think it is a little messed up that he would take advantage of the people who gave him his platform. It definitely showed a different side of Sergio beyond what we saw on camera. It got to the point that every other post he was making was one of these attempted scams. Nobody was taking him seriously. He began to lose close friends and local support from fans.
Scammer.
You're getting a little bit of weight.
You know you hit rock bottom when you sell everything you own.
I want my $300 back. He scammed me.
This dude scammed the cancer.
What do you think of this editing so far for this type of channel?
Even those close to him would come out and help people get their money back.
Yep.
It seems as though everything began to fall apart for Sergio. And then, suddenly, nothing. Sergio went silent in mid-2018, and nobody really questioned it. It wasn't uncommon for him to stop all activity online. He had done it numerous times in the past. Like many people, I thought that Sergio was simply taking some time off from the internet. That was until 2020, when a Twitter user posted this. I had the same reaction as many others. Shock and in disbelief. How did this happen? When did this happen? Why didn't anyone know? Like wildfire, many people began to do their own research on Sergio's supposed death. Fans would all find themselves stumped after researching. No public obituaries available online, no news article, nothing in the public record detailed anything pertaining to him. There's so much mystery surrounding this case, but here are 3 of the most popular theories regarding Sergio's disappearance. Theory 1. Sergio simply decided to get off social media and go ghost. This theory is the most simple, but also the least likely. He was a guy who was well known in his community. I just don't think it's possible for 5 years to go by and nobody has spotted him to put these rumors to rest. Many have claimed to have seen Sergio since then. But until it can be confirmed, this is just another rumor blowing in the wind. Theory 2. Sergio moved to Mexico or some other country in order to escape his debts.
That's the most typical one.
We know that Sergio was an avid scammer, and people weren't afraid to retaliate against him. Many posts were made calling him out and threatening him. Sergio was also a big gambler. He would go to casinos as well as use online betting websites to support his addiction. The mind of an addict can sometimes not think straight, and the consequences of his actions may have caught up to him. Many people believe that he may have scammed the wrong person or people, which in turn forced him to flee. Chicago can be a violent city, and Sergio lived on the south side in Little Village, a neighborhood that has a history of gang violence as well as cartel involvement. He may have not been streetwise and attempted to scam someone who did not take it lightly. Although this theory is possible, I believe it is something of fantasy and highly unlikely to have happened. The cartel and gangs are hard to escape. I believe if they wanted to see a public figure like Sergio dead, it would have been very easy to get a hold of him. Sergio also had 2 kids and a family that cared about him. I don't think he would have up and left all this behind. Again, this rumor was perpetuated by people on social media, but not based on anything factual. Theory 3. Sergio passed away in some kind of accident. One idea floating around the internet is that he died in a car accident. One of the first YouTubers to cover his death was Eminem Sensational, where she claimed that through word of mouth, she heard that Sergio died in a car crash.
A lady mentioned to my aunt, that Sergio Razta died in a car crash. Now, I am not sure if it's true or not. I am, speechless right now because...
Although she seemed genuine, it's pretty easy to disprove this. Car crashes, especially fatal ones, are usually covered very well by not only the media, but also police departments. These records are public and easy to find. A simple search through this database disproves this theory. One aspect of Sergio's private life that not many people were aware of was his drug use. According to people close to him, he would take Xanax as well as other painkillers. Although it is very hard and very rare to overdose on Xanax, abuse of painkillers and opioids is a nationwide issue that leads to over 16,000 deaths per year. And when you mix these two together, it's all the more dangerous.
Don't do drugs, kids.
This leads us to Sergio's last ever stream that he would upload.
Hey, 2 days before my birthday.
In this live stream, he was laying in bed while doing his usual online betting. But something was off.
Look at his balance.
But yeah, if you guys want to buy my
bro's definitely
Twitter
on
account,
something. Look at that.
And my YouTube channel.
He's going through it.
It won't come cheap, but it's worth the investment.
Throughout the live stream, it's obvious that Sergio's on something. His speech is slurred, his movements impaired, and he can barely open his right eye. The inability to open his eyes is a sign that whatever he's on is heavily impacting his sensitivity to light, a common side effect of many prescription painkillers. This is direct evidence of his drug abuse, and it very well may be possible that he did in fact overdose. This leads me to the most compelling evidence in this case.
His girlfriend posted
This
that or something?
was posted by the mother of Sergio's child shortly after his death. This post has now been deleted, and many say that the screenshot is fake. I don't know why people think this post is fake. It would be extremely insensitive for someone to fake a post such as this. And how would anyone get their hands on the photo in the post? This to me is the deciding factor in this case. Sergio Razta, based on what I've seen, did in fact pass away.
Very nice editing. Is that smoke?
It is possible
I
for
love the
someone
dry
who has
ice,
passed to
bro.
not have a public obituary.
That dry
It's up
ice.
to the family whether or not they want to have that published. His family most likely wanted privacy, as they knew a public obituary would garner a lot of attention, especially on social media. There was a suspicious update on Sergio Rasta's personal fan page in 2020. Many people were thrown off by this, claiming he was still alive. Some even claimed supernatural forces. But this can simply be chopped up to an update in Facebook software or terms and conditions, which made it appear like he posted when in fact he didn't.
Ooh,
Or
spooky.
it could have simply been a family member with his login info. I may have left some of you with more questions
Bro, if
than
that's
answers.
your basement, man,
Trust
clean
me,
that up.
after researching this case, I felt the same way.
No,
But
I'm
one
playing.
thing's
Very
obvious
nice
from this
basement.
case.
Very
Sergio's gone.
antique-ish.
Whether passed away or missing, he should be left to rest without being bothered. As of the uploading of this video, his family has yet to make a public statement. And that's okay. Sergio's family obviously values their privacy, and I don't think they should be forced to make any kind of statement. They do not owe anyone any explanations. This case hits home for me. Being Mexican and from Chicago, I remember the impact that Sergio had on the youth in those days, and on me. The era when Sergio was most popular was a time many remember as the simpler times, when all of us were just having fun and looking to laugh. Despite the wrong things he did, Sergio should be remembered for what he was at his core. A father, a son, a leader, and someone who was proud of his heritage. Although he didn't show it much, Sergio struggled with mental health. The challenges he faced while being merely a teenager is enough to make most of us crumble. Here was this boy who loved life and chose to spread happiness to others by simply being himself. While becoming a man, he lost his way, and he needed something to guide him through a tough time. If you...
My God.
That was a deep video. All right, so here's my personal opinion on what I think might have happened. With the whole scamming allegations that he was receiving, they just saw in that video there was a lot of people that were just calling him out, especially fans of his. That, you know, some fans looked up to him, especially he kind of put the Latinos. He put Latinos on, I think, on YouTube. I think he's one of the first ones that I saw just completely pop off and become super popular. But I think, honestly, he just pissed off some of the wrong people when he was scamming, and he knew that, so he had to go completely ghost. He had a fan base. He had a very big fan base, especially back then. Like, he had millions of views, and he had like almost close to 800, almost a million on his YouTube channel. So he had a large following. So my personal opinion, he probably went ghost and doesn't want to be found because he scammed the wrong people. But at the same time, he possibly could have passed away, and his family just doesn't want to disclose that information. Pero como dije already, I think they should just say what's going on and clear the air. That way this can be put to rest finally. Because I think this has probably been going on since, we're like 2019. He last posted in 2018. It hasn't been seen since. He hasn't posted since. And then the unusual activity in 2020, it possibly could have been him. Or it possibly could have been somebody just hacked into his stuff. Who knows? This is very weird though.
It's like very weird.
Yeah, like for someone to be that popular, like he was on top of the world in 2012, 2013. His videos were popping. He had thousands, 100,000s of views every single video. For someone to go ghost like that, like to scam people. Obviously, he had 2 kids, so it possibly could have just kind of derailed his life a little bit. Obviously, it's a big responsibility to take care of 2 kids. But for somebody to not like, I don't know, that's just weird. This whole thing is weird.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, my boy was going through it. He was going through it.
Whatever the case might be with this, it's just overall, man. Overall, it is sad to see and hear about. Sometimes I even forget about this dude.
Yeah.
Because of how long ago he seemed to have dissipated. So the fact that he could have, there is a chance that he might have passed away is crazy without like no news, no notification, no nothing. I'm sure his closest friends, stuff like that, I feel like don't want to say anything either. But then again, maybe his closest friends are even like strangers to that information. Like maybe they don't even know themselves. And the whole scamming thing is like, that would also make sense. Like maybe there is a chance that he scammed the wrong person and now he's trying to run away and trying to be on the down low until they forget. But really, do people really forget about that kind of stuff? No. So maybe he's just gonna, maybe he went through a whole identity change. You never know. So
yeah, I mean, when you have a kid, you got to take care of somebody else. Like you got to make double the money that you're making.
Exactly.
Like he was probably making enough money off of YouTube and social media to support himself. But whenever he had a kid, then like, damn, like I got to make more money to support my child. So he decided to, I guess at first I think maybe he did sell some of his stuff, but then he was like, oh, I'm a pull a slight one. He could have gone another way of doing all of this. He had a huge fan base back then. He did, and I think if he would have just maybe explained what he was going through and like do like a GoFundMe page or something like that. I don't know. People do that all the time, and with his fan base, I think they would have possibly even like been happy to donate. But with this whole scamming thing, that kind of just ruined and tarnished his reputation now. So I think there's really no way of him, if he is alive, he wants to come back and continue what he was doing. I really don't think he will ever get to where he was once before. But if he is alive, we will probably never hear from this guy again, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
If he passed away, then yeah, that sucks. Scamming allegations aside, this guy was very entertaining to me. But yeah, other than that, this was a very depressing video. So with that said, I'm going to pick out one of my favorite videos and we're going to watch it, a little bit of it, because this video has gone for way too long. But we want to end this video on a positive note because I like Sergio Rasta's videos. So I'm going to pick one out of this list. Remember that Taco Bell?
Duro Suave?
When's the last time you got Taco Bell, Oscar?
I don't think.
Hi, can I help you?
Been a couple years.
Yeah, can I get
It's been a long time since I had it too. Like that, los Doritos, los Doritos Locos Tacos Crustáceos.
¡Nombre!
Taquería normal. Esto es pura...
Es pura...
beef, es steak y pollo.
Pollo.
¿Como de Slappy Joe?
No. Es como
A little silence. He's trying to think of what to say.
Hay pura steak, puro ground beef y pollo.
Ok, pues dame un taco de tus chingaderas, dame un taco.
¿De cuáles?
Nomás un taco, pues.
¿Lo quieres duro o suave?
¿Duro o suave?
Y ahí está el menú. Esto no tenemos nada de al pastor, nada de canasta, nada de eso.
¿Me quieres encoger? ¿Me quieres encoger o qué? Me dijiste uno suave.
Poor guy.
Ah, ok, de suave pues.
¿Suave?
Sí, una agua de horchata.
Wait, what's the proper translation of
Una agua de
soft?
horchata.
It's suave, no?
So,
Una corona.
pretty sure it is.
Pues una Pepsi.
No, pues que tienen. Dame una Pepsi, pues.
Sí. Ok, gracias.
1.19. I don't even think he faces this guy here. His friends from across the parking lot is recording. Oh, ahí hice la Anira. Y no hice nada. Just awkwardly driving away. Okay, that's the funniest part of this video. Everything else is just
He didn't even pay.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
He probably just cut it.
Yeah, he probably paid off camera. But still, on camera, he didn't pay.
Alright, last video.
Hey, let's get this party started.
This is an instant classic.
You know, the one thing that I'm just curious about is what the heck is he wearing, bro? What shoes are those?
The Ugg boots.
Are those black Air Forces also?
It's a Velcro strap.
Yep. Hey, no, he was hitting that right there. Son those botas you get, those are black Air Forces, no? I don't even know what those are. I think he did this video for Ellen, and I think she actually saw this. I think maybe something like that. I don't even know. Get up. Oh my god. Target runs. Can't go wrong with Target. Is that Adele on the TV? Oh. Hey, he did the Zeke.
He did the Zeke before the Zeke. Classic.
Alright guys, so that's the end of this little reaction video. Well, it's not really low. I think we are past the what? How long is this now? I think we're approaching maybe 30 minutes at this point. So I'm just going to go ahead and end it right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Oscar, for participating in this video. It's always appreciated.
Of course.
Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see y'all in the next one.